Over the past 15 years, I have watched a lot of movies in my dedicated theater room, with only a handful of those movies making a significant impact on me. Well, today I can say with confidence that God of War is by far the most incredible movie that I have ever experienced in my home theater. It truly is what I would consider a masterpiece. In this video, I'll share my recent experience with gaming in a home theater and how a properly set up home theater can provide an incredibly immersive experience, even for casual gamers like myself. Now, if you're unfamiliar with my setup, I have a 7.1.4 Dolby Atmos home theater room. Now, this is a dedicated room that features a 150-inch diagonal 2.35:1 projection screen, and it ends up being about 120 inches in 16:9 format. And the image is produced by a JVC NX7 native 4K projector. Now, although the NX7 does not support 4K at 120, it does provide a beautiful image with incredible black levels and deep contrast. Now, directly behind my screen, I have three JTR Noesis 212 HTRs. Now, this is used as my LCR, and I have dual JTR Captivator RS2 subwoofers. Each subwoofer has dual 18s in a sealed enclosure and a 4,000 watt continuous amplifier. My side and rear surrounds, as well as in-ceiling Atmos speakers, are made from Klipsch. Now, if this is the first time that we're meeting, my name is Michael Stevens with Youthman Reviews. I make weekly content on home theater tips, tours, as well as reviews. So if that interests you, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. Now, although I in no way consider myself an actual gamer, I have played video games pretty much most of my life. In elementary school, I began with the original Atari. Google that if you need to. Playing classics like Frogger, Donkey Kong, as well as Asteroids. In middle school, I upgraded to a Nintendo and found myself immersed for hours playing The Legend of Zelda as Link, seeking to rescue Princess Zelda from the evil clutches of Ganon. I didn't purchase another gaming console until about 15 years ago when I began building my home theater. At that time, the PS3 was the fastest Blu-ray player on the market, and it served as my media hub. Now, I mainly used it to watch movies and listen to music and played an occasional game here and there. I later upgraded to the PS4 and I played through games like Uncharted, but for the most part, that was it. Last November, my son and I both purchased a PS5 on day one. We waited outside a GameStop with several others from 7:30 in the morning until noon when they opened. We even had one guy show up with $2,000 cash in hand. He was willing to buy our spot in line. You may think we were crazy, but none of us chose to accept his offer. GameStop only had 8-disc version and 4 digital versions available, but shortly after noon, my son and I were both excited to walk away with a PS5 disc edition in our hands. Over the past 9 months, I enjoyed playing through the campaign of Call of Duty and play Warzone and Zombies several times a week with my son and 2 of his friends. Now, this has been one way that I've been able to keep connected weekly with my son now that he's married and moved out in his own place. A few months ago, I had some downtime, so I decided to download God of War as it's free with the PlayStation Plus because I recall my son saying how incredible it was to play through. Now, I typically play first-person shooters like Call of Duty and Modern Warfare, as well as sometimes I play racing games like Gran Turismo. I wasn't sure if I would like God of War because it has a lot of mythical creatures, dragons and trolls, and it would be a much different style of gameplay than I was used to playing. But within the first 20 minutes of gameplay, I realized that this was unlike any other game that I have ever played. This literally felt more like a movie than an action-filled game. It has all the elements of an actual movie, except instead of simply watching the movie, you get to interact as the main character Kratos. Now, long gone are the days of waiting for maps to load. Even the menu at the start of the game seamlessly transitioned into actual gameplay with Kratos cutting down the tree, which has a huge emotional meaning behind it. Now, I don't want to provide any spoilers, but Kratos and Atreus set out on a very personal quest together. God of War is a powerful story of fatherhood between Kratos and his son Atreus, which he refers to as
Boy.
The gameplay offers some incredible 4K detail on Kratos' armor that you upgrade throughout the game, as well as the vast and beautiful landscape of the various realms that you travel to. Now the fight with the stranger, giant trolls, ogres, as well as 9 Valkyries are absolutely intense, especially when you've got powerful subwoofers to handle those low frequencies. Even though the PlayStation 5 does not support Dolby Atmos, my surround channels were able to pinpoint exactly where the enemies were when they would try to attempt to attack from maybe the sides or the rears off camera. Beyond the visual appeal, sound design, game mechanics, and action, the game really shines in the area of storytelling and narrative. Throughout the game, I found myself relating to Kratos and his relationship with his son, and not so much with his incredible physique. I was able to empathize with his desire to prepare his son for the life ahead of him. And just like Kratos, I want my son to be a better man and a better father than I am, to learn from my past mistakes and to impart wisdom that he doesn't have to make the same mistakes as I did. Throughout this powerful narrative, we see Kratos grow from being this rage-filled god whose single desire was to destroy anything in his path to one who is learning to control his anger and learning to do good for the benefit of others and learning what it means to be a father. Now, at the beginning of this video, I said that God of War is the most incredible movie that I've ever experienced in my home theater. Now, I use the word movie and experience because you literally play through this game as a narrative of a movie and as the main character Kratos along with his son Atreus. Looking back on the past 37 years since my first gaming console, guys, technology has come so far, not only in resolution, detail, and immersive sound design, but also with compelling and interesting storytelling. Every day I find myself using my home theater more and more, from enjoying 4K movies with my family, to watching Blu-ray concerts, and now even gaming. Now, I'd love to hear how you're using your home theater setup, and if you're into gaming, let me know what games you play and enjoy the most in the comments below. Now, I know this isn't my typical style video, but be sure to subscribe as I've got some exciting home theater products in for review. If you love home theater and gaming, be sure to check out the Home Theater Gamers channel. Brad's got some incredible content on how to optimize your home theater for gaming, as well as home theater reviews. And as always, you guys be blessed, and we'll catch you in the next video.